Hello YouTube, this is the Booty Warrior, and welcome to Kingsfield 2. Ooh. I didn't even plan that. That was perfect timing. Oh shit. The volume always catches me when I try to do these videos. So of course I'm playing this on an emulator on my new PC, because I was like, you know what, let's see how well this emulates, and it emulates amazing. Like, now I don't think I even have to worry about any of the annoying technical issues of emulating anymore. So that's awesome. I've never actually beaten this game before. I played it up to, I believe, the final castle, where the last boss is, that you're supposed to get to. Let's see how far I get in this particular playthrough. Look at this dank-ass fucking cutscene. It still looks pretty pixelated. Like, I tried to turn it down in the settings. But what can you do, man? What can you do? This is my favorite part. Ah, yes, that amazing music. Kingsfield 2, which is technically the first game in America, and its American release. This is Kingsfield 2, but this is actually Kingsfield 3. I brought this up in my Eternal Ring playthrough, but basically the very first Kingsfield game wasn't even released in the States. It's a Japanese exclusive. Although you can get it translated with the use of emulation tools. It's pretty awesome. So, the Kingsfield where you start off in an island is Kingsfield 2. And this is the third one. Just to reiterate, so there's no confusion. And I ran some tests, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any issues. I didn't notice any glitches. Although there is a weird... There's a lot of slowdown, which is technically how the game should be running, unfortunately. But the thing is, I played Kingsfield 2 on an emulator on my last computer, and I got it to run super fucking fast. But I guess this will be more true to the experience. And this voice acting is top tier. 5 years ago.
The foul stench of evil permeated the tower as Alex ventured forth to take up the holy sword. It was too late. The sword was broken.
I wonder if this guy voice acted other shit.
With the moonlight sword broken, Alex prepared for his meeting with destiny. He bestowed upon the chosen four the powers necessary to protect the kingdom.
The kingdom.
The castle began to shimmer with the brilliance of light as Alex's will was directed at its proud walls. He uttered a final word. Peace.
Fucking wrecked. Oh no, he's dead. Poor bastard.
And the rest was silent. With his final
That is such a goofy pose. Dude, this fucking audio balancing is amazing. The music is so loud, I can barely hear the voice acting. I'm sorry, what? Can you speak it up? Can you speak into the microphone, sir? Now here comes the best part of the acting. This is so epic.
For 10 years, Lyle carried the burden of being prince to a damn kingdom. Now old enough to understand the message in his mind. Faith his destiny.
It's in his mind. Okay. Why did you say it like that? You crazy motherfucker. So like, I don't think the very first game had voice acting at all in it. I'm not sure. But Kingsfield 2 had acting in the intro sequence, at least. That was okay. But I kind of like how goofy it is. Power of the seal for which Alexander... whatever. You're the chosen one, save the world. Good luck, have fun. It's gonna be enveloped in darkness as your former father unleashes his salt. He's so butthurt about being trapped in a bubble for like 10 years or whatever. And this is one of the things that sets this game apart from the rest of the series. Because usually you start off with a crappy dagger in the beginning, but in this game, you start off with this epic sword that actually grows as you use it. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I've heard mixed reports about how this mechanic works. So, okay, first thing to bring up. Right analog stick. I'm using a controller, an Xbox gamepad for this. The right analog stick is completely fucking useless. I can use the left stick to, like, move around, but it's like weird tank controls. Like we're playing a horror game or something. Now, does this work? Leon Shore. Okay, cool. Lean Shore, whatever. And yes, it is supposed to slow down like this. Get used to people not having faces at all. Alexander lost his magical power of light on the day he placed the Great Seal in the castle. All his life force was put into the seal. Because you have the blood of King Alfred, you have inherited that power as well. The 4 other magical powers have been entrusted to 4 archmages who have been waiting to endow them upon you. You must have the 4 magical powers to obtain the Moonlight Sword, which you can use to break the castle. They put the sword in the tomb of Alexander and sealed it so that none but the one with all 4 powers could open it. Besides these powers, you must also obtain the seals of Icarus. The king must have given them to someone for safekeeping. I'll tell you about Icarus later. So, if we can even remember where this guy is, just remember that you must have the 3 seals of Icarus in order for you to fulfill your destiny. The Accelerator will grow with you and increase in its power just as you do. One day, you will need its power. When you have the 3 seals of the Icarus, bring them to me along with the sword. It will increase in its power as you do. One day... Wait. Okay, just looping the same dialogue. So, okay. Couple things to bring up. First of all, this is actually a really nice quality of life change, because usually in the Kingsfield games, when you talk to an NPC, they like give you 1 line of dialogue, and then you have to talk to them again to get the next line of dialogue, and they're doing the same animations over and over, and it's really fucking stupid. Even in Kingsfield 4 on the PlayStation 2, for some reason they go back to that system, even though this system seems to be better. So in this game, instead of making you watch the same animations over and over, they just go through all the lines at once and just start looping once they reach all the dialogue that they have unlocked, or that they have. And graphically, obviously, this game is not even as good as Shadow Tower. Shadow Tower looks fucking amazing. This game is way more primitive, but technically an improvement over the previous Kingsfield games, especially the first one. You would be shocked and appalled at how primitive the very first Kingsfield game looks. It looks like an unfinished game. It was like one of the first PS1 games ever developed. And I think there's some kind of like revival tree back here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how death works in this game. Like, there doesn't seem to be a life system, but sometimes when you die, it goes back to the menu, and sometimes it goes to that revival tree that's like up that hill, and you start the game back over here, with like the same stats and shit, if I recall correctly. And these are like the classic Kingsfield enemies. Let me just make sure there's nothing behind me. Again, I apologize for the incredibly pathetic frame rate, but it just kind of comes with the territory with this game. So, one of the things to mention about this game is the way that stamina works. This does have a stamina system. So you'll notice that we can technically attack whenever. However, it doesn't deal that much damage. You see that red bar right above or right below HP? That's our stamina. I know it's kind of awkward, because usually stamina is like green or something. But the idea is, you let that red bar fill up entirely, and your damage is increased. Well, basically, your damage changes depending on how far you let that bar fill up. And depending on the weapon you have, it might take less or more time. Like, if you have a giant axe, it's going to take a while. And also, I believe whether or not you have enough power determines whether or not you stagger an enemy, which is very important. Especially on enemies that have strong tracking. From what I remember, the Kingsfield games in general do not have very good AI. It's like, okay, it's like just barely functional, but very exploitable, you know? And we're automatically equipped with the sword, which is nice. There is a magic thing, which I can try to show off later. Maybe after I kill this guy. And these guys are always redesigned. Like, they're more like, well, I guess these guys look more like Venus flytraps than, they did in the second game. And I don't really remember how they looked in the very first game. I didn't play a lot of the first game. But, yeah, just looking at a picture on Google or whatever, like the plant enemies from Kingsfield 2 and 3, they're more colorful in Kingsfield 2. I actually prefer them in the second game to this one, just like visually. Oh, wait, that was like a key, right? Okay, so I'll show this off eventually. Now, first of all, I don't know if I'm going to go into stats quite yet, because I don't really remember exactly how all the stats work. But you'll notice, just like Dark Souls, we've got slash, blow, stab. Some enemies are weak against certain types of damage. And we also have a conversation log, so that we can look at all the dialogue that we've gone with, which is actually really smart. I don't remember if the second game had it, but if you get lost or you're not sure what to do, that could help you. Sometimes. Now, there is a secret skeleton enemy back here. Every Kingsfield games, even like really all the early Kingsfield style games, Shadow Tower had it as well. Kingsfield 4 has it. All the early From Software games have their iconic skeleton in the closet cliche. Literal skeleton in the closet that's like hidden behind an illusionary wall. They do work a little bit differently here than in Dark Souls, but I guess in Dark Souls in general they always, how they work is different between all the games. Like in some Dark Souls you hit it to activate the trap, and in some Dark Souls you walk up and press the action button. And yeah, you can't break these. You can break them in Kingsfield 4, though, which is actually really cool. But yeah, you just walk up and use the action button to, like, pull items out of it. Sometimes there's items, sometimes there's not. And let me activate a spell right now. We have Light. 5 MP is all it'll use. And you can, yeah, I think you can kind of see it. It doesn't matter much outside, especially in this area, but yeah, it lights up the environment around you. I think its main purpose is just to deal with darkness. The darkness stat if you do get that condition. And you can hear it in the background immediately. But if I recall, there's like a trap in this area too. Like there are traps that will just straight up fucking kill you immediate. Shit. Like that. Wait. So, hello? Do I have no item? Yeah, I'm... Okay. I guess we didn't get the revival tree that time. So, we're gonna ignore that part for the time being. Broken cards. Feels bad, man. Get out of my way! Alright. These enemies right here. I only remember them in Kingsfield 3, this one. And I haven't gotten very far in Kingsfield 4, but there is one enemy that's kind of like these guys. And if you remember Dark Souls 1, they kind of have mushroom enemies too. They don't move around though. They're completely stationary, and all they do is like You get close to them and they activate a poison cloud. Not very hard. The way that they use it is kind of inconsistent, because sometimes they will trigger it as soon as you get in range. And sometimes they will just not do it until after you hit them. It's very random, honestly. I think it depends on what side of them you're attacking. Like, if you attack them from the front, they're more likely to activate their little poison cloud. It's super obnoxious. Because you need an antidote, and it lasts quite a while. Now, I don't remember... Now, let's put on this. And I think I'm gonna avoid going back to the trap room, at least until I find a save point. Or actually, I should wait until I get decent gear and I get leveled up. Because that skeleton enemy, I don't remember what he's guarding. There is like a nice little item back there, but... he's such a massive pain in the ass that I don't even want to fucking bother with him right now. We're just gonna play the game like normal. We're not gonna try to do any goofy shit. And it might not look that hard. Like, we're just kind of circle strafing. I believe in my Eternal Ring playthrough, I made a comment on how circle strafing was overpowered. Really, it's a problem with the early Kingsfield-type games in general. And it mostly comes down to, one, a limited moveset on the enemies, because a lot of the time they only have one moveset. And their AI is not very good, they don't really track the player well. But you don't have a dodge move, so it's like, how do you make them challenging without it being unfair, you know? And, you know, some of the Kingsfield games emphasize resource management as, like, a counterbalance to the fact that combat is not exactly balanced on its own. This is a good place to grind. See, we're level 2 already. You'll also notice that we are not able to level up our stats the same way you might in Shadow Tower or Dark Souls, where you get to pick stats and you get to build your character. It's all automated in the Kingsfield games, including the 4th one, which, honestly, I really hate it, honestly. Because I feel like half the fun of an RPG is being able to pick your stats and grow your character however you want, and this game not having that feature is not great. Man, that is a narrow hitbox on that attack. I believe these are the only plant enemies in the game. I don't know if, like, the Kingsfield 2 ones show up later, or if there's, like, bigger versions of these plant guys. Well, actually, I guess there is one plant enemy that's, like, yellow and looks a little bit more like a flower. It shoots a ranged attack that's poisonous. So I guess there's at least 2 plant-type enemies. Alright. And apparently these guys all come from dungeons and caves, which is bizarre. You would think a plant would be reliant on sunlight, but they're evil plants. So don't think too hard about it. They are empowered by evil and darkness. I'm gonna put down a save state every now and then. I'm gonna try not to over-rely on it, but at the same time I don't want to, like, have the video just be me tediously walking through the same fucking areas over and over. The Sacred Land of the High Elves Quest. Alright. And yeah, you'll notice our incredibly slow turn speed. There's no way to change it. I tried increasing the frame rate to 60. Still didn't really help. So, it is what it is. And the game is kind of balanced around the fact that you have a terrible turn speed, which is present in all of the Kingsfield games. And as far as my Shadow Tower playthrough goes, unfortunately, it's kind of... I don't know, I can't really finish the game now because I switched computers, and that means my save information is gone as well. So if I did want to go back and play Shadow Tower for you guys, it would be a massive pain in the ass. I'd have to grind my way back to where I was. And I got pretty far, farther than I've ever been. So the time has finally come to go to the castle. You must be very careful, your father will be waiting. And boy, is he gonna be mad. True, true. You weren't just late for dinner this time. Heh oh, you motherfucker, your sense of humor. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the defense wall of Srry on the north side was built by the garrison about 6 years ago. We can be safe today thanks to their work. Yeah, so safe that there's plant enemies crawling around. The other side of the wall is called the Old Battlefield. Not nearly as old as I am, though. That's where the garrison used to fight off the invading monsters. Hardly a garrison at all. I guess they weren't really well trained. A bunch of newbies. There was just a bunch of ragtag soldiers on some idealistic crusade, trying desperately to save their lands and homes. I don't want to think about it anymore. I've been living here for 150 years now. Or is it 90? Well, I guess he is an elf, right? I don't know if this is like Lord of the Rings logic, where they live forever. I can't remember. I'm old and senile. Anyway, I've never had a bit of trouble in this house. I used to be a baker at the castle, you know, but I never did find that recipe I was looking for. It was pies! And I believe you actually can kill NPCs in this game. Yeah, you can damage them, but they have a lot of health. Do you react to the fact that they attacked you? No, you don't. In Kingsville 4, they do get... If you attack NPCs, they get pissed off. I don't know if they defend themselves. I didn't try that hard, but... At the very least, they, like, yell at you. Like, hey, quit being a dickweed. Okay, I'm just minding my own business, and you stab me with your sword for no reason. Is this the end? End 1 night 150? Alright. I'm not gonna do this, but I think this is just like, hey, restore your mana and health. For a price. Really dumb, though. Hey, Lyle. My, you've grown since the last time your father stopped by. What's your hurry? Please don't leave so soon. I haven't had a guest here for months. And I'd love to hear how you've been. Fine. You know what? Fine. One time. One time. Wow, that epic transition, though. Maybe we'll get some interesting dialogue. Ooh. I guess it was worth it. So I guess that was a vision. I believe that was like a dwarf fortress or some shit. Alright, let's chat, old man. You got any interesting lines? Ed has been taking good care of your mother's tomb. He's a good man, Lyle. He knows more about that old cemetery than anyone. I think he even knows of a passage to the back of the cemetery. Perhaps I'll open it for you. Ed. I'm not staying. Eat a dick. I guess I did get a little bit of health, so it was kind of worth it. Not really. We got information. That's the most important part. What is that? Just a table? Or is that like a floor mat? Yeah, that's a table. It's a really low table. For babbies, I guess. And I believe this takes us near the place where we died, right? And I don't even know if we can get a good angle on this well. Yeah, that's death. Maybe you can survive it, like when you have enough health, but I'm not gonna risk it right now. Buddha, you're such a pussy. Silence. Silence. And I believe the water will kill us immediately as well. Now, we actually do need the Sylvia key, so I kind of have to attack. I at least need to get the key. And I don't remember what key you need for the chest, though. Come on now. You're not... Do you have it for me? I believe one of you guys dropped it. If I recall correctly. Alright, we got a Sylvia's key. And I still can't open this? Alright. But I will at least run over here and grab the herb real quick, just cuz. But Booty, you're wasting XP. I don't care. I don't care. I will have many, many enemies to slay. Alright, it'll be all good in the hood. I want to get to the old battlegrounds. That's when shit gets interesting. And there's actually a few more NPCs I want to chat with. Let's see if I can find Ed. I don't remember if he said Ed was, like, in this area, or he is, like, near the battlegrounds. There's a few different towns in this game. All the Kingsfield games usually have some kind of town zone, but... See, in the first game, and the second game, it just feels really janky and unnatural. Because, like, you can tell they're in super claustrophobic zones, you know? Statue of the Hero, I guess that means Alexander? I don't really know. That voice crack, though. Did I check that? Yeah. Because usually there's shit hidden, like, by the tombstones, but I guess not this time. So this is really weird. This is the save point. It may not make a lot of sense. Yes. Wait. Okay, this is a very, very sensitive... Wait, what? Okay, it did save. Good. What was I saying? Yeah. Save state is super weird compared to most games in general, especially these types of games. Just a random tree. Alright, so we got that. I believe there's a house around here. Yes. And I believe this is the last house we need to... Or maybe not. There's like a path over here. Wait, that goes back. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna assume this is the last house. Is this a store? Christy Clements. Okay. Yeah, I believe she's a shopkeeper. And that's nice. They have her doing like a little cleaning to make it look like... I don't know, more realistic, I guess. If you see something you like, take it. This stuff is just going to go to waste with no customers to buy anything. Anyway, I'll probably be dead by the time anyone comes around here again. Well, give it to me for free then, bitch. Don't be greedy. Give me a fucking break. Can I sell anything? Okay, no. I guess I'm not surprised. It's way too early for me to get anything worth a damn. I could theoretically grind, but I'm gonna try my best to not grind, because grinding is fucking annoying and boring. Wait. Ooh. And I believe that's leggings? Wait, no, I guess it's for your arms. And yeah, there are item descriptions here. Which is pretty weird for a Kingsfield game, because usually you have to like talk to a particular NPC to get an item description. Kind of like in the original Diablo, where you gotta talk to Cain to identify items. Standard issue, alright. Then I can go over here. Yeah, we got some defense. 39/32 blow. Let's see if we can kick up our blow abilities. Oh, I'm so mature. I do own the physical versions of these games, if you guys remember, when I did my PS1 collections video, but... I don't know. I feel like I kind of wasted my money on all that shit in retrospect, because I am not really using it, and I don't really want to use it. Because the main problem is, like, it's way too dark on my HDMI screen. And I think about getting an old TV, but... Like... I mean, let's be real here, people. I need to get my shit together if I think that's a good idea. It's just more sensible, especially now that I actually have a good computer for it. It's more sensible to just use an emulator. A bunch of free games. You never believe how easy it is, man. Because when you have like a crappy computer, you have to like fiddle around with settings all day until you get like just the right thing, and it can be completely different settings depending on the game you're playing. Even if you're playing on a really old emulator like EPSXE, or playing for a really old console. So I just hope I can actually turn around. Because if this is like it is in Kingsfield 2... So yeah, so is there actually another post over here? Fuck. Alright, fine. We'll probably find another key eventually. So we're kind of locked in now. Hopefully we will not require another key anytime soon. I can't imagine we will. Soldier's body. Rip. Ripperino. Ooh, yes, I will save again. What do you mean it's not formatted? Okay, let me test this to make sure this is working. I don't usually get the formatted comment. It's weird. Okay. I guess there's no loot over here. So yeah, the way those keys work is... the door's locked until you put down the key, but it has to stay there or else you can't operate it anymore. But in Kingsfield 2 and apparently Kingsfield 3, you have to have two keys in order to like go through it from both sides. So that's kind of annoying. And I remember vaguely in Kingsfield 2, I actually got stuck as a result of that. Because there's like this prison zone that I wasn't quite equipped for. But I went in too early and I didn't have enough keys to get out. And it was terrible. And going back to my comment about towns, a big improvement with this game from the previous games is the fact that it actually does look like you're outside. Like, this is a decent skybox. It feels more open than like your typical Kingsfield game. Where in Kingsfield 1 and 2, it felt a lot more claustrophobic. And this is creepy as shit. My name is Marilyn. I've seen you before, haven't I? You were here with Leon, right? I came here in search of my son, but now I'm stuck here. I can't move forward because of these rotten monsters. There's not even... I didn't even run into a monster on my way over here, other than, like, the traps right outside this structure. And I can't go back. Wait, what? Help me, or something. I often have nightmares about being immobilized and in agony at the hand of all this wickedness. Okay, just give him the charm, alright. And this is kind of weird. I unintentionally skipped it because if you move around, that also cancels the dialogue. So, okay, what kind of charm is this? It doesn't tell us. So, okay, special items still hide their description, so I guess you're still gonna need an identifier NPC, which is common in a lot of RPGs. Ooh, there's a grave robber, I believe. Sup? Why would you come to such a dangerous place on purpose? Go home. Eat a dick. Don't you know that the monsters are on the prowl again? I'll kick some ass. It'll be fine, dude. This guy has some awesome weapons. I believe this item in particular has infinite range casting. You can just cheese the game like crazy. Like, you thought Dark Souls was cheesy with spell casting? When you do like a mage build, you don't see shit until you play this game. I always have to check to see if there's like a random item, because usually there is. Aha! And that is an antidote. And I appreciate the fact that it all looks the same between all the games. Oh my god. Let's see if I can kill you without getting poisoned. And that is a big AoE. That's 2 hits. 3 full hits for the time being. Gotcha. Oh, nice meme. At least he didn't come back to life and try to kill me. Because the early game skeletons are badass. It's kind of like that in Dark Souls 1 as well. When, you try to go to the cemetery early. Man, was that an adventure. when I went to the cemetery, not really realizing there was like an alternative path off to the side that led to the undead parish. Oh shit. Okay, so this is weird, because like, he queued it up, but it didn't go through originally. Oh shit, I'm fucking dumb. Okay, I'm gonna show off the antidote mechanic. You'll also notice it healed our HP. I think it only gives you back like a certain percentage of your health that you lose from the poison though. I don't think it's a completely full heal. But maybe that's also because the cloud also deals initial damage on top of the dot. Or damage over time for you plebeians. Here's an iconic enemy. The evil tree creatures. If only I had my axe with me. You played Minecraft, you know that swords are not very effective. And neither are your fists at taking down trees. And this is probably one of the most... In general, this is like one of the most ridiculous enemies in the game. It's very fantasy-esque, but... I mean, come on, man, it's a killer tree. I can't take a killer tree seriously. And that, I believe, is the end of the game. That is the big bad castle you gotta make your way towards. With the evil king dude. Oh no, we've gotten to these bastards already. And these enemies aren't that bad on their own, but when they're in conjunction with other enemies... Man, this hitbox is super forgiving. Strength up, hell yeah. That's when these guys are a pain in the ass. Alright, is there anything over here? Well... You might respawn, but I'm gonna go ahead and kill you anyway. And the best way to deal with these guys is just go around them. Avoid the front at all costs. In Kingsfield 4, they did give them a bit of a redesign. Not just visually, but gameplay-wise, they actually have an alternative attack, which I really wish these games would do more often. Because, like, in Kingsfield 4, if you try to attack them from the back, they actually, like, shoot some kind of route through the ground that will track you. It's a very easily dodgeable attack, but if you're not expecting it, it can fuck you over. And it forces you to play a bit more carefully around these enemies, instead of just circle cheesing them. I note that it's a strategy to a degree, but I honestly consider circle strafing to be kind of cheesy, especially in a game where the enemies are not particularly well designed to deal with it. Ooh. Now, I've heard conflicting reports on how this weapon works. The Excelsior. Oh shit. And that's an instant poison. We don't want to get touched by that. So let's book it. Get around these motherfuckers. And by the way, you sprint, it lowers your stamina. Adds a little delay. It wasn't in the first Kingsfield game, but it was in Kingsfield 2. That's when they added it initially. And I believe this has some kind of AoE. And I believe these guys can friendly fire each other. I'm not sure. Let's just finish this guy off. So anyway, as I was saying, I have heard, supposedly, that you don't actually have to use this sword consistently throughout the game in order for it to level up with you. But I've heard some people say yes, it does. So I guess I'm gonna have to do more research into that. But I don't like the idea of using the same weapon the entire game anyway. And a lot of the enemies in this game are weak against very particular types of damage. So in a moment I'm gonna use the mace. I'm not gonna go back to the skeleton guy though. I wanna wait until I at least have more health to play with. Like 100 health at least. Anyway, let's try this. Club has an Iron Star shaped ball. Yes. Now, let's check our stats. 39, 32. and 68. Alright. Our blow is up. Hell yeah. Let's see if these enemies are weak against stab or blow. I'm sure the skeleton enemies are very weak against the mace. That's usually how it goes, especially in Dark Souls. It's actually kind of bullshit how overpowered it is. Especially in Dark Souls 3. Like, if you guys have played Dark Souls 3, and you get to the Dark Souls 3 version of the Catacombs, like, the difference in difficulty from when you're using a mace and when you're not is just night and day. Like, it's too easy if you use a mace, and it's hard as shit if you don't. And I'm trying to predict their attacks. Try to avoid getting cornered, or you're just fucked. And this doesn't really seem to be dealing much more damage than the Excelsior, or however you pronounce it. In fact, it seems like it's dealing the same kind of damage. So I guess it doesn't matter, I'll just stick to this for the time being. Ooh, yes. Delicious. Item. No. Eat a dick. Yeah, alright. I put a save state down, that way, if we get stuck, we can recover. Maybe we won't. Oh, wait, there's not even a post over here. Interesting. Okay, cool. So, we just learned that not every single one of those Sylvester key thing doors, thingamajiggers, have two sides. Two different shit. Eat a dick. Okay, so if it doesn't throw out the AoE, I'm gonna bait it out. Come on, fucker. Wow. Once it uses that cooldown, it seems like it'll actually wait. So far they haven't been spamming it, because I have a vivid memory of some mushroom enemies actually just spamming that ability over and over, to the point where it's ridiculously difficult to even engage them. Yeah, this is some familiar looking geometry. Let's put down at least 2 save states. Yes. I'm hoping that when you die, if it doesn't revive you at the place, it'll at least... Well, actually, to be honest, it makes more sense for it to, like, just load at the, last place you saved. And who's this? Ed! I've heard legends of you, Ed. Except you're not here, you fucking asshole. Are you dead? Dead Ed. Nothing? He probably actually is dead. Knowing this game. This game has such a depressing atmosphere to it, especially this game. Look at that ominous red-ass fucking sky. I love it. And I believe there's like a mage guy around here. Like there's a pedestal that acts as like a portal. So, in reference to the previous Kingsfield games, one of the things that sets this apart is... So, okay. The very first Kingsfield game plays more like, I guess you could say Diablo, in the sense that it's about going further and further down. You're progressing through levels of dungeons until you, like, get all the way down to the final boss. It's pretty much how the game works. And no, unfortunately, there's not really a shield mechanic in this game. It's just a stat. There's no dedicated shield button, which is pretty lame. I mean, I guess it's convenient, because I don't have to think as hard. Oh shit. This is a good place to use magic. Let's see how long this lasts. Oh god. No, I hate you. Oh, okay. Now, what do I want to prioritize? The poison guys or the badass skeleton? And you can kind of just barely see him, but there are ghost enemies. But they're 2D sprites, so it's actually hard to tell if they're actually facing me. It's confusing as shit. I don't remember if they damage you or they just apply darkness, though. Yeah, I'm gonna focus this guy first, and then maybe the ghost, and then the skeleton, finally. Oh shit. You're so close, baby girl. This is one of the things that I like about the Kingsfield games, is when they mix up enemy types, and you have to, like, actually use strategy. Because individually, a lot of the enemies are pretty fucking useless. But when they're working together with others, that's when they're badass. It actually takes skill to deal with them. And man, that ghost has a narrow fucking hitbox. Shit. Oh god. Actually. Okay. Hold on. So I forgot to mention this, but you see this in the equip menu? This is a shortcut button. So now when I press the quote-unquote minus button on my Xbox controller, my totally PlayStation 1 controller. See, what makes this hard is the fact that we can't stagger him and he has really, really good tracking. Okay, maybe we'll just sprint around him, but I kind of want to get the skeleton guy. I mean, the ghost. Douchebag ghost, hurry up and die. Although they are not as... Oh, you're dead, huh? That's it? Awesome. And yeah, the turn speed... I guess it works the same way as it does in Kingsfield 4, because in Kingsfield 4 you have to use a very similar tactic. Where you just kind of sprint around them and bait their attacks. But I can't quite keep the skeleton in my, my vision range. So it's hard to tell what the fuck is even happening. Ow. Okay. How many more herbs? I got 5, okay. Maryland's son. Oh. Wait. Wait, what's that say? I can't even read that. What the fuck? Spell is cast. Okay. So I guess that's that. He's dead. Ripperoonie. Ripperoni and pepperoni, bruh. Your grandma's not gonna take too well to that. Or your mom, whatever. Yeah, her mom. His mom. Yes. And I was right, here's the portal. This lava portal that totally looks safe. But this is suspiciously differently textured wall. Oh, it's nothing? Okay. Maybe it just broke apart there. Let's go into this evil pentagram. O most blessed of days, it is you, Alexander, told us of your imminent arrival 10 years ago. That is really fast text. You shall not pass. Am I gonna get a fire spell? It looks like it. My gift is a fire, yes. Allow the powers of fire to burn the flame of courage deep in your heart, Prince Lyle. If only these parts were voice acted too. See, Shadow Tower had voice acting. Why the fuck couldn't the Kingsfield games have voice acting with the NPCs? Magic learned. I imagine it's Fireball, right? Yep. Let's see if I can remember how this works. So I believe this has a... Yeah, it has like a blue stamina bar, but I don't think you can... Let's see, I think it's triangle. And you cannot cast it at all until it is completely filled, it looks like. And, you know, obviously, some enemies are weak against it, some aren't. You'll notice that running also depletes our mana stamina, so keep that in mind if you're going to try to kite enemies. Now, the flame rod that we saw from the shop guy earlier in the grave, I don't think, if memory serves me correctly, I don't believe that it requires stamina to use that. It might affect its damage output, though, like if you attack with the flame rod before the stamina fills up. But I'm not 100%. Anyway, now that that's done, I guess we'll just go all the way back and go through that other place, and we'll just take away the key, and we can talk to Grandma and explain the situation. Now this is annoying, but you actually can't pick up the key until after you get the door to close. I remember being stuck because of that a long, long time ago. This has a faster attack speed and it deals about the same amount of damage, in fact, maybe more. So I'm just going to keep relying on it for the time being. Until I get something better. See, now that the door is closed, we can pick up the key. It's really fucking stupid. I mean, I guess it's there to, like, prevent players from, like, exploiting and, like, glitching through to an area they're not supposed to technically reach. But, meh. Because, if you don't pick up on it immediately, that can really throw you off. Fucking lawnmower guys. Hold on. Alright, the lawnmower dude is finally gone. I hate those people so much. So, okay. Am I even going the right way? I'm actually not sure. I feel like I got fucking flip turned upside down. Super hardcore. Okay, yeah, I think I am still backtracking, so I'm gonna go this way. I remember there's supposed to be a tree thing over here. Yep, yeah. Woohoo, my memory is kicking in hardcore. Ooh, what's this? Thank God this game doesn't have a fucking... What is it? Weight system. I dislike that about Kingsfield 4. I'm not entirely sure how much it affects the game. I imagine it affects your stamina. That kind of goes without saying. As far as I could tell, it doesn't impact my move speed or turn speed. I don't know. I need to experiment more. Dude, there's this crazy mechanic in Kingsfield 4 where... So, okay, I just got to this part in Kingsfield 4. There's like a castle filled with webs and giant spiders. I just got like a flame spell so I could get through the first door that was covered in webs. And when you get immobilized by the webs, the game is like literally unplayable. It's crazy. And not only is it really bad for combat, but like it just lasts for like 60 seconds or something. It lasts a ridiculous amount of time, and I didn't even get a bloodstone that entire time. And for anyone that's curious about what the fuck bloodstone is, yeah, it doesn't even say. But it gets rid of... I know it gets rid of, like, immobilizing conditions. I don't remember if this game has, like, a hard stun, or it just slows down your character super hard. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, cutting down a tree with a blade. I guess it makes a little bit more sense than a mace, right? So yeah, this past week has been interesting, to say the least. Ooh, another antidote. Hell fucking yeah, bro. Yeah, this game begs for a quick turn, I'm just saying. But anyway, my brother actually moved out of the house recently. My little brother. Cuddles is with us no more, unfortunately. I kind of wish I got to do more videos with him, but it wasn't really... He doesn't own a computer, and since he's like primarily a console guy, there's only like one console. We didn't really have a lot of content to even experiment with. And honestly, a lot of the games that he plays I'm just not a big fan of. We did try to do a Halo video, but technical issues kind of fucked it up. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Can I run past you guys? I don't even know if I want to bother with you guys, because you guys are gonna take fucking forever to die. But yeah, so he moved out. I guess he moved out with some co-workers from his old job. Okay, bait out the attack. Motherfucker. Okay, fine. Whatever. Eat a dick. Shit. I hate these enemies so much. Yeah, anyways. He moved out, so now I have the whole bedroom to myself, because usually we share the bedroom. So I have kind of like an interesting chapter in my life to think about now. Yeah, I'll try to slowly whittle these guys down. It's really hard, because like, I don't have a lot of room, but I gotta run past them to avoid their attack. Maybe you can like dip in and out of their attack range. Just by going forward and outward. So like, my room already got readjusted a little bit. My bed is in like the center of the room now. Usually it's off in the corner. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to turn this place into like a little mini studio for me. Although we have to like put one of the bikes that we own in here, because there's just not... It's an apartment, so there's not like a garage or anything that we could conveniently put the fucking things in. So at least one of the bikes has to go in here, and it's really annoying. But I want to turn it into a mini studio for recording, and also just playing games in general. So I did some cleanup, and my dad did like the rest of it. It's not quite the same as moving out, but at least I feel a little bit more independent. Because I don't have to like work around my brother and his shit all the time. It was pretty messy, honestly. But needless to say, I'm gonna miss him. It's gonna feel weird. My mom's taking it pretty hard, though. Although he wasn't really home much anyways. So for me, it's not too different from like a typical day. I can just record pretty much all the time as long as my parents don't need me for something. I did plan on moving out, but I guess it's just not really possible anymore. Unless I wanted to work like twice as much, which I'm not really willing to do. Because then I would have no time to record at all. And in terms of like, pick your poison, I'd say stay in here, like as much as I want to be on my own. Because it does get tiring living in the same place forever. I've been here for like, what, 10 fucking years or something? A long, long time. Since childhood. And the fact that I'm still working at Wendy's doesn't really help either. Because I'm really fucking sick of Wendy's. Yeah, fuck it. Let's turn this into a personal little rant stream about my life. Why not? Little mini diary is something I always like to do. Every now and then. So, in terms of the game, I didn't find a key, so I guess I'm just kind of done here until I find another key. I think there was another path before I got to the last fork in the road that I missed. I just hope I'm not missing something on the ground. That'd be fucking gay. Man, it looks so close at Fortress. I'm level 8 already. Well, I guess it would be kind of overpowered, but I kind of wish that at least part of your health recovered when you, leveled up. Maybe it is, and I just haven't noticed. Maybe it's just a very tiny amount. Yeah, anyways, back on topic. I don't go to Wendy's as much as I used to. I used to go, like, 5 times a day. And usually the hours are, like, it's an 8-hour shift, 7-hour shift sometimes, depending on the day. But like I said, like, doing the same shit all the time really gets in your head after a while. Like, admittingly, the job on its own, like, in terms of how difficult it is, it's pretty fucking easy. But, putting up with the customers and shit all the time, I'm just sick of it. The customers are probably, like, the most obnoxious part of the job, honestly. More so than... Honestly, the managers have been pretty fine lately. Oh, what the fuck? Ooh, complicated AI. What is this, Dark Souls 1? He actually changed positions. It's fucking crazy. It's like real life or some shit. What are these fucking balls? Oh yeah, moonstones. They recover your mana, that's right. How much gold do I got? Probably enough to get at least one weapon. If you had a key, that would be quite convenient. I hear you're planning to go to the castle. In that case, I suggest you stop at your mother's tomb and pray for your soul's safe passage. Going to that castle is suicide. Fuck off, you pussy. Okay, I'm an alpha, you're a beta. Shut the fuck up. So I don't think I need the leather gloves anymore. Well, actually, they didn't get sell for anything, did they? So the most tempting thing to do with these stones is, like, they're worth a lot of money, and I don't really need them. I don't see myself using spells very often. If ever. I'll get one. I'll hold on to one of them, alright? Wait. Oh yeah, that's the silver key that I took away. 1800. What can I get? Absolutely fucking nothing. These are worth a lot of money. Honestly, if you ever find these in this game, just sell them. It's not even worth holding on to them. You can get rich as fuck off of them. Okay, yeah, whatever. I can't afford anything good from this guy. Don't really need health items. Yeah, I got like 5 of them. So, I mean, I guess I'll just backtrack. Did I already look over here? Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks to you, my son has finally been set free. Here, take this map. I don't need it anymore now that he's safe. I'll pray for your safety, Lyle, and your victory, too. Yay, a map, the most useless fucking thing in this game. And really all the Kingsville games. I have a friend named James Seward McCain, V, who is waiting for Commander Sylveria to return. If you ever happen to see him, tell him that my son has finished his task. I'd like to return to my house. I had a beautiful view of the ocean from there. It was just magnificent. About the time that the king suddenly changed and the demons began to appear, my hometown... Gotcha. My hometown was covered with a deep snow. Oh, I know this place. The beach began to drop and shift, and an ugly cliff replaced our beautiful beach. I was operating an inn at that time. Many people used to come to visit there. The scenery was gorgeous. We were also very proud of our beautiful country. On a clear day, you could see the island of Malinat. Oh yeah, that's the place from Kingsville 2. It's an awesome place, by the way. Probably one of the most interesting locations in the whole franchise for me. You couldn't describe the beauty with words. Since that day, the sky has been nothing but dark gray and gloomy. I wish the beauty would return. I used to play on the beach as a child. I'd find things floating in the water, like a dream. Sorry to bore you, but I feel like you're a part of my family. Please come again. Take care of yourself. Aww. You adorable, faceless creature. Thank you so much. So, okay, what kind of map is this? Oh, okay, it's the fucking garbage one that doesn't make any sense that I can't read. Okay. So I remember there's two different kinds of maps in Kingsfield 3. There's like the map that's garbage. That's the one we just looked at. A redundant world map. And then there's the map that actually maps out the area. That place is pretty cool. Yeah, sure, let's save. I'm not really sure where to go. I mean, I guess I'll backtrack now. Because I can't do anything until I find another Sylvia key. So yeah, back to Wendy's. I mean, I'm trying to be super positive about it. It's like the hardest part. I'm trying to tell myself it's not that big a deal, booty. But since I have more time to work on YouTube, maybe I can have something to distract me, you know? From the stress. As a wise man once said, have an escape plan. If you're stressed out, have an escape plan. And YouTube's a pretty fucking good escape plan. You don't want that shit to just bottle up inside you, you know? Normal day issues. And I think that's about it for that, because I don't really want to dwell on it too long. So, okay, I guess we can go to the skeleton trap? Sure. Let's top off, just in case. That white mat, the white mace that we saw earlier, I believe that has divine energy, so that would be super useful against the undead. But, yeah, it's gonna take a while before we can get to that point. But maybe we have enough gold to get something from the shopkeeper over here. Might as well try to eke out a little bit of extra XP and gold while we're here, though. And it looks like only a certain amount of enemies actually respawn. It doesn't repop the entire zone. The whole... Hello? Spooky noises. You know, having a decent weapon, oh really, I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't suggest going against those demons on purpose. Oh, but you are? Sorry. See, at least she's not rude and stupid. Longsword. But, I mean... I remember this has really, really good... It's a fast weapon, of course. But what do I want more? Because, like, the axe would probably be good against the trees, but I'm not really seeing a lot of them. Fuck it, let's get the rapier. I kind of want to sell this immediately, but I'll hold on to it for the time being. There's nothing here I really, really need. So, this is like an obvious retrospective comment, but I really wish that... Let me check the stats on here, compare it. 39, 32, 9. Okay, a lot of stab, a fuck ton of stab. But I wish they had like, you know, like Dark Souls style, you know, like different menus when you talk to NPCs, like go here to talk to them, go here to purchase an item from them. Oh, okay, apparently these guys are super allergic to stabbing. You'd think that slash would be like the hardest stat. Maybe they have more than one weakness, I'm not sure. Alright, what the fuck is over here, man? Let's investigate. Wait, is this the beginning of the zone? Yeah. Good. While we're here, let's kill all these fools. I feel like a pirate or some shit. Like I'm Captain Hook. Or, you know those guys that just have a straight up sword attached to one of their arms? That's what it looks like. It's goofy. This might be a mistake, but I kinda wanna see how good the rapier is against the fucking skeletons. Okay, let me see if I can open this. I don't think I can. Hello? Oh, I can. Got something. Okay. Hello? Okay, yeah. Bitch-ass punk. Ow. This is the epic battle of the century. Ah, shit, I forgot you could do that. So what makes it bullshit is the fact that they track you so hard and you cannot stagger them yet. It's so early into the game. Okay, fuck this. Okay, how many herbs do I got? 9! Shit. Okay. Wait! I have magic. I hate you so much. Dude, my stamina will not even charge up. It's bullshit. Okay. And before there's another skeleton. I swear to fucking God. Okay. Dude, it's not even worth it. Fuck this game. Oh God. Okay. Hello? Oh, it's so cringy. The possibility of like a random insta-kill death trap. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect this to go on further than like... Wait a minute. Oh no. Dude, I remember this particular trap. Okay, let me see if I can put on more defenses. Did I put that on? Yeah. Do I have anything on my feet? No. Okay, fuck it. Just grab it and run, booty. Just grab it and... Fuck this game. Shit. Okay, run. This is a nefarious trap. More nefarious than I remember it being. I could have sworn there'd be like 2 skeletons. I'm kind of surprised there's only like 1. And yeah, I believe that's it. Alright, back to the rapier. When I was a kid, I always thought that was such a weird word for a weapon. For incredibly mature reasons. The rapier. Was it like a rapist or something? What the fuck? Animal skeleton? What the hell even is this? It looks like a giant slug. Is that supposed to be like an entire skull? I guess not. Because it's a skeleton, not a skull. Okay, 300 IQ reads. You got anything for me, bruh? Yeah, I already know this. No, you don't have anything new. You just, loops the information. I'm really tilted that I can't get up here. And I do not know how. Alright, so... I mean, I guess the only thing we could really do is, like, go back to the battlefield, right? This is a really small zone. And over here, this is totally locked. Wait. I guess it's not. What the fuck? Okay, fuck me, I guess. I was wrong. Delicious earth herb, yes. Yes. Are you fucking serious? Don't you dare, dude. I'm not in the mood for your fucking nonsense. And obviously this has very short range, so you gotta be careful about that. Ooh, money! I like money! Oh. These fucking bastards. Do I still have anything? Okay, yeah. So it does automatically reinsert earth herbs into your shortcut, even after you run out. Gotcha, gotcha. I think this is a dead end, but let's double check. Maybe there's at least a save point in here. The Queen of Verdite, no Forester. Okay. Oh god. Oh wait. Oh, I hate that sound so much. There's clearly a secret in here. I'll deal with it ooh. Talk about an inheritance. Anything else? See, now I feel dumb. I probably could have come over here a lot earlier. For some reason, I have a vivid memory of it being locked. I'm never gonna bother. I can't really fight him even if he's there anyway. The Royal Emblem. Okay. So I guess I'm done with this place for now. I probably could have avoided selling some moonstones if I just looked over here. So yeah, I don't know what the range on this is, but this is like the best thing in the entire game. The Truth Glass. It's basically an identification thing. Okay, I'm not close enough to the monster, but it does identify monsters for you. But otherwise, it does identify environments you happen to be in. This cemetery contains the tomb of Noel, Queen of Verdite. Many good people have lost their lives during these harsh times, but hers has been felt the most throughout the kingdom. And I believe this gives you weakness to monsters? Red Eye. Wow, what a creative name for a monster. Before the Day of the Seal, it was a normal spider. Since then, it has increased in size to a huge monster that will come out of its nest to attack people. Its weakness is the magical power of water. That is a goofy sentence if I've ever seen it. Oh shit. Fuck. Shit. Oh god. Dude, I almost got fucking swagged on, like, immediately. Run. Okay. Let's bait him over. Get off my dick! God, what a terrifying sound for when you hit them. Oh, it's only 2 hits? Okay, they're not that bad. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these things poison you if they actually do hit you. And I believe that is a stagger. Yeah. Even though it really doesn't look like one. Save point, where are you? Ah, there you are. Ooh, redstone, cool. I pretty much just use them as like free money, really. Very rarely do I get paralyzed in this game. It feels so good. It feels so good, so fair. Just walk up and... Oh, got him! Hey, check this shit out. Yo, sup, bitch? Oh, got him! Oh, got him! Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I fucking hate mushrooms. They are the most disgusting thing in the entire world. I mean, raw mushrooms are kind of okay, but cooked mushrooms make me want to vomit. Dude, I remember as a kid, I would unironically vomit when I was like in Golden Corral. Parents are like, Oh, you should totally eat mushrooms. You know, you gotta be courageous and shit. Your taste buds change and yada yada yada. Haha, joke's on you. I still got a couple of these bitches to burn. And I believe that is the skeleton chest. See, I do remember certain traps in this game. Alright, just one more. Let's go. Got him! Okay. And I believe that will... What the fuck? Dude, are you serious? I don't remember that being in the game. Wait, what does this do? I don't think that means it will get rid of status effects. This is annoying. I really don't have a lot of healing. That really doesn't look deep, but they couldn't figure out swimming technology in the early days of the PS1. So we're gonna have to hold off on that adventure. Okay, I really want to make sure I don't get hit from behind. I don't like taking it from behind. It's not really my thing. Do I really want to do this? Okay, just so you guys see it, I will proc the stupid trap. Get me out of here. Oh god, please. Okay. Okay. Oh man, the tension is real, man. Yeah, I'm totally out. So, like, I really don't want to get hit. Dude, what the fuck? It takes so long to get your energy back up. Actually, if I time that fire spell, I could probably, like, get in there and, like, combo it. Hit it with the melee and the spell at the same time. I should try that. It kind of feels redundant to attack these guys now. Like what, I'm level 9? Where's my XP bar even? Oh, it doesn't have one. Does it? Power Wisdom? What does that mean? Wait, hold on, let me test something. I see experience at the top there. I assume that just goes down like Eternal Ring whenever you kill something. 1241, okay. Well, they are defending juicy items, so I kinda wanna do it. Okay, I was wondering if the meta bar goes down faster when you're not moving, but... Nah. Yes! I like that. And I believe how this works is you could sell it, but also... I think it heals everything. Like, if you get poisoned, you can use this. Yeah, I definitely couldn't go for that, item there quite yet. Alright, let's just figure out what the hell is over here. And I'll ignore you. Wait. I'm over here now? Okay. I still didn't find an extra key. And I can't believe I'm already, like, right by the beginning of the game. That's surreal. But there must be something over here, right? I remember this is supposed to, like, expand into, like, a bigger cave or something. Let's see. Bloodstone, don't mind if I do, bruh. Alright. Bearings, let's get our bearings. But... did I actually go in a circle? Like, doesn't really feel like I did. I just went through a cavern, didn't I? Let's check. Ooh. Read slippery mechanics. Yeah, I came through there. So how did I not see this path earlier? If I am back where the game started. You know what I bet? More than likely. There's... the silver key is probably actually on one of the skeletons that I have neglected to kill. That's probably what it is. So I actually have to engage them. I could be wrong, but I don't really have a lot of options right now. Maybe I'm high enough level that I can at least stagger a skeleton with a fully charged hit. Because it's probably not just there to kill you, right? I imagine. I can wait on my mana. Yeah, I'll wait on my mana. Let it grow up. Make sure I'm not getting flanked. I might be getting flanked. Okay, he's stuck on the bush, it looks like. So hopefully this skeleton gets staggered by a fireball. We shall see. I fucking missed. Fuck this game. Okay, I do have a couple herbs to burn, I suppose. Dude! You didn't even drop anything. Ah, ha ha ha. So I was correct in my assumption. God, I'm a fucking genius, bruh. I read that hard. So, okay, now we're gonna go all the way back to the battlefield. I'm hoping we can find a fountain soon. I'll show it off when I can. And yeah, when we get more healing items and more levels and shit, I'll come back here and I'll deal with the secret skeleton back there as well. But right now, it would just not be very well advised. I might be a hero, but I cannot be stupid, alright? I'm a smart hero. I'm a hero with a brain. You got any more dialogue? Before I leave? Oh, sorry, yes, it was a devastating war. A lot of good men were lost. When the wall was finally completed, the invading evil creatures finally left. But the price was high, survivors included, but a handful of survivors, and Silver himself. He was a badass. Oh, he's the stone statue, but even he was devastated. Weary from months of fighting, and broken by the loss of so many of his own men in the endless battles, he headed for the castle alone. Wow. I hope we actually find him alive. He's probably not alive, knowing this game. We have no idea what has happened to him. He just never came back. Kind of like that pie recipe. He was a brave soldier with a high sense of commitment and loyalty. Yeah, you have phone, you're tapping. But I feel good now. Like, we can actually move forward. This is not the kind of game where you want to be lost in, but it's the kind of game where it's very, very easy to get lost and confused as to what you're supposed to do. Let me see if I can, read the description. Built upon the defensive walls in order to prevent the invasion of the evil creatures. Well, that didn't really work out, did it? I do like the difference of music in this game. There's something I really missed in Shadow Tower, it's the soundtrack. Like, I appreciate that they tried to do something a little bit more, atmospheric, but I just don't think it's that interesting compared to something like this. Something ain't right here. I can't pull one of the keys off, though, can't I? I think I left a key somewhere that I need to pull off. Because I'm pretty sure there's like one more place I need to open with a key. Am I able to pull this off? Oh, okay. It's fine. All is good in the world, people. All is good in the world. Alright, just hope we don't need another key anytime soon. I'm pretty sure this is it, though. Yeah, I totally understand. I played this when I was a little bit younger. Totally understandable how I can get lost and confused here. Like, oh, I forgot to pull off one of the keys. GG. And I imagine the save point's like right over here, right? Ooh, wait. Ah, it's a completely different zone. Okay. Well, probably. I don't know why else there would be a random illusionary wall there. I'm pretty sure that goes through the terrain. Actually, I should just switch back my rapier, huh? Yeah, that sounds more... That sounds like you're in way more pain. And I believe what is coming up is the maze section. It's one of those parts that really sticks out negatively in my mind. I really hate mazes in general. Especially in a game like this, where... You know, the environmental graphics aren't really there. So it's harder to distinguish where you've been and where you haven't been. Come on now. Shouldn't you guys be like rooted in the ground? Isn't that kind of your thing? Seems kind of important. I don't even really get how you guys are walking around anyway. You know, that's the one thing Dark Souls needs. Or the Souls games need. That they never had. Okay, we've copied like every other enemy from Kingsfield. Except... Well, I guess we haven't copied the tree, right? The plant enemies from Kingsfield just haven't been replicated in Dark Souls quite yet. Oh, speaking of Dark Souls, actually, you guys hear about that Demon Souls remake? I'm actually really looking forward to that. I never did beat the first game. I actually stopped playing it since I did that collections video. It's a great game. I actually like it more than a lot of the newer Souls games. Although I don't know if I like it as much as Sekiro. Because, I don't know, it's just... First of all, I think a part of the reason why the early Souls games are so much better than the New Age ones is it feels like... Fuck this room. Backtrack time. Or is the game actually going to force me to actually fight these guys regularly now? Yeah, so what makes the early Souls games so good is, like, one, the level design, and a lot of the newer Souls games are just more linear. Alright. And that's how you use the crystalline flasks, just use it by a puddle of water. And I believe that's permanent. And it's basically this game's equivalent of an Estus flask. Alright, save point. Gonna stop it here then. Well, actually, let me finish my thought first. We'll play a little bit more. So, the other thing is the characters. I feel like you just relate to the characters in the early Souls games way more. Where, like, look at Bloodborne. Do you remember any character from Bloodborne other than, oh, they're cool? Or like, ooh, Crow Lady, she's a badass. But in terms of development, like, there's nothing there, you know? I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, everything in Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 is infinitely better than Dark Souls 2. In terms of a characterization, at least they kind of tried to... Especially in Dark Souls 3. I feel like Dark Souls 3 is as close as the newer games ever got to... a stagger, though. I feel like that's as close as they ever got to recapturing the magic of old school Souls. And no, I'm not going to make a 69 joke. Eat a dick. Was that a bow? I could have sworn the bow and arrow was like infinite ammo, but I guess not. Proves how much I remember. Wait. Blue potion. This does heal though, right? I hope so. Can I check? Okay, it's healing. See, blue potion makes me think of mana. So I was like, wait, what? Did I fuck up? Awesome. Can I actually stagger these guys then? See, it's weird, because, like, sometimes their AI tracks you super aggressively, and sometimes it barely fucking tries. Okay, it doesn't stagger. Well, now we know. I don't know how the fuck that worked. But awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be using my spells more often with these guys. Because, and you can kind of see it in this game as well, like, I mean, obviously it's not as effective as, like, Dark Souls 1, but they try to make this depressing, disturbing atmosphere with the NPCs. They aren't just generic fucking video game NPCs. What does that even do? Curse? To this day, I have no idea what curse even does in this game. We'll do, like, short little runs. Okay, we're good, we're good. Thankfully, they're just one-hit kills. The ghosts in Kingsfield 2 are so much more annoying. Because they have so many iframes and shit. Like, whenever they're moving, you just can't hit them. It's really weird. Although, sometimes you can stun lock them to death, so it's like, could be worse, could be worse. I wish there was, like, more dark fantasy in general. Not a lot of it out there, it feels like. Nothing happens. Okay. Screw it. Ooh, finally, some useful fucking armor. Maybe I will not be tanking a bunch of hits from the skeletons anymore. Or, well, I mean, it won't matter when I tank a bunch of hits. Where's my bow, though? I really could use that, man. Just saying. Ooh. Well, let's hang on to the Morning Star for the time being, because of the skeletons, but... The skeletons, ooh. So is there, like, nothing else to do here? Oh, well, there is one random ghost that may or may not have just respawned. It's not clear. I know there's another one. What? like I'm looking for the fucking Predator or something. Just looking for the little shimmer. Doesn't quite make a lot of sense. Level 11, alright. I need another key, man. I mean, okay, so like immediately right off the bat, I remember there being a lot more paths in Kingsfield 2. In this game, it's like I do remember it opening up quite a bit later in the game, but the early portions of Kingsfield 2 is way more open compared to the opening portions of this game. Right, I at least want to figure out where I need to go. That way I have, like, a clear direction when I come back to this, because right now I just ran into another dead end. I should probably Google, like, what curse does. Seems like it might be kind of important. I don't know where else I'm supposed to get keys, though. Oh, wait. Oh, right. There's that place. I'm dumb. I'm pretty sure that's not a dead end. Because, like, where the fuck else am I gonna go, you know? And okay, I'm gonna stop it here. And I'll see you guys later.